Exciting new idea here. A D.C. council member looking to change how convicted felons finish the tail end of their sentences by moving them from federal prison into D.C. jails.
7 News reporter Rebecca Turco joins us live now from the Wilson building with more on this new proposal. So, Rebecca, would the district's Department of Corrections even have the space for this?
In short, no. A spokesperson tells me they lack the jail capacity and staffing to be able to accommodate this, and that they need substantial support from the federal government. If you do crime in the district, that's not necessarily where you do the time. People convicted of felonies are typically sent to the Federal Bureau of Prisons, since D.C. doesn't have a prison system.
Basically, the federal government takes over the role of what would be a state prison in a state.
Tracy Velasquez is the policy director for the Council of Court Excellence, a nonprofit working to improve justice systems in the district. She's supportive of sending prisoners back home to D.C. earlier to begin their reentry process, having them reconnect with family and job services sooner, which can help keep them away from crime when they're out. But when it comes to Councilmember Brooke Pinto's proposal for a new reentry pilot program,
having the last 6 months of a person's sentence served here in the district, at least conceptually, is a wonderful idea. Obviously, the D.C. jail now is not really in a position to house them.
She says on top of structural issues, which her organization notes in an audit that's set to be released by the D.C. auditor, there's the years-long issues with understaffing. Councilmember Pinto says that's a focus of hers. It's why she's introduced a new bill to try to retain more corrections officers with a deferred retirement option.
We certainly want to make sure that if we are adding capacity to our Department of Corrections, that is met with an increase in staffing and programming costs to take on those additional people.
Tracy agrees it'll take an investment to get this space ready. But if the pilot starts out with a smaller group of people, she says it could help paint a picture of any improvements the buildings could use.
To bring people home, I think they would want to be in a space where they were able to have the programming that they would need to be successful on reentry.
And Councilmember Pinto's office tells me they are having ongoing conversations with officials, returning citizens, and other stakeholders with regards to this proposal. The federal government, of course, would need to be on board for any of this to move forward. Reporting live from the Wilson building, Rebecca Turco, 7 News.